The company went through a reorganization. Mark was promoted to team lead. The reason given was his outstanding performance and management potential demonstrated on the CloudStow project. He got his own office, a better desk, and an extra $500 a month in a management stipend. I was still in the same corner, at a desk not much bigger than an intern's. HR sat me down for my annual review. Lydia, your salary increase this year is 3%. I asked, what about Mark? HR paused. I'm not at liberty to disclose that. I later heard from Sam that Mark got a 12% raise. I wrote 80% of the code and got a 3% raise. He wrote 100% of the PowerPoints and got a 12% raise. Seemed fair. The 6th month, another new grad, Chris, joined. HR told me, Lydia, you're on. So I mentored him. The first day, I showed him how to set up his development environment. The second day, I taught him how to read the code base. The third day, he asked me, Lydia, how much do you make? I said, why do you ask? My offer was for $95,000. I'm just curious what I can expect to make after 3 years. I went quiet for a moment. I made $92,000. A fresh graduate was making more than me. That night, for the first time, I couldn't sleep. At 3 a.m, staring at the ceiling, I asked myself, what am I even doing this for? I was the best programmer. I wrote the most code. I mentored the most people. But when it came to promotions, I was overlooked. For raises, I was forgotten. They didn't even invite me to the team building events. I remembered the team outing last week. Sam posted pictures on Instagram. A dozen people from the department at a barbecue joint in the countryside. Mark had his arm around a new intern, smiling broadly. I asked Mark about it. Why wasn't I invited to the team thing? Mark said, weren't you fixing that bug? I figured you were busy, so I didn't want to bother you. Just let me know next time. Sure. Next time. Definitely. Next time was always next time. The 7th month was the annual performance review. Everyone had to write a year-end summary and present it to the entire department for 10 minutes. I wrote an 8-slide deck. CloudStow warehouse system core module development, 470,000 lines of code, 127 version iterations, 120,000 average daily orders processed. Mark wrote a 35-slide deck. The title was From Zero to One, How I Led a Team to Deliver a $1 million Project. He stood on the stage, his delivery full of passion and emotion. When this project first started, there were only 2 of us, me and Lydia. He said my name. I was a little surprised. Lydia was responsible for the foundational code implementation, while I was responsible for the overall technical architecture and project management. Foundational code implementation. He called 470,000 lines of code foundational code implementation. He continued, we faced many challenges, but under my coordination, the team overcame every hurdle one by one. He said, my coordination 5 times. He said, team collaboration 3 times. He never mentioned my name again. The CTO listened, then nodded. Mark, your management skills have improved significantly. Then it was my turn. I stood on stage and got through my 8 slides in 4 minutes. The CTO asked, Lydia, how are the coding standards? I said, every function is commented and all naming conventions follow camel case. The CTO asked again, what about unit test coverage? I said, 82%. The CTO nodded and said nothing more. When the final performance ratings came out, Mark got an A. I got a B+. Lydia, your annual bonus multiplier is 1.2, HR said. And Mark's? HR didn't answer. I found out later that Mark's multiplier was 2.5. My bonus was $18,000. His was $50,000. Same project, same department, same year. He got $32,000 more than I did. That night, I sat alone at my desk until 11 p.m. Sam messaged me. Lydia, why are you still here? I replied, fixing a bug? What bug? A bug in my head. Sam sent back a question mark. I didn't reply. The 8th month, the system had a major crash. At 2 a.m, the client called. 30,000 orders had vanished from the database. My phone blew up. Mark called me.